to play with.
Monsang, as you know, though, just gives you free pressure, especially if there's somebody behind in the X as that linchpin or just that aggressive player that wants to peek off of it. We see it happen a lot with Clash, actually, now on defense, where they use it more as a mobile mirror.
But we'll go with it. The one thing I noticed there as well is that they lost 4 drones super early into that phase. IQ's drone being the only one to survive that initial phase. And there we go. Dusselbox with a great angle. We'll find out Lion, but that lack of intel I was concerned was going to come back and bite Father's back. But it's MCES potentially getting a little bit too aggressive and getting themselves picked off. I'm as confused as you are about that soft wall on this west balcony. That is pretty much the go-to staple, must be reinforced if you're holding down this site.
I really don't like to put people in borders like this, but that's just not a good idea, especially with the amount of soft construction. And
so
they're just picking them apart. Nora's the next to fall, and Father's back, making it look easy right now. Almost finds him on the flick, but Shinka actually going to win it out with the MP5. Is they're trying to battle back here, but it seems that it's Father's back is the one in front currently, as Zephyr's looking for a run out, but not going to find any of the sort. Challenges with that MPX, but Apple with a quick shot and an ACOG in that 5.52 commando. Here for MCS is, I understand what they're trying to do with this strategy. What they're trying to do is they're making it hard for Father's back to try and cut up the map, but the way that they're allocating the trade, my God, man, that mechanical skill is insane. And MCS is looking currently lost right now to Father's back. They're literally everywhere, and I know the feeling. You know, when you're playing one of those matches.
Completely clean shot out by Kenki. So maybe something to be aware of if you're going to leave that soft is you need to have maybe 1 or 2 members there ready to force a trade, if nothing else.
Well, Father's back, slower and steady this time around, but Lion's going to find the initial pick here, and
a little bit better how they're actually now holding that angle as well. And Father's back, get a cruel reminder, there is a reason why it is being left soft here. It's not so you have free entry into the site. Going for the spray here though, Kakatari just missing out those couple of shots, and Lion's going to get yet another one from across the way. Doing a lot of work on this Maestro so far. Finally, Dusselbox waiting patiently on this window for about 60 seconds will be rewarded with a kill onto him. That means now the Maestro is out of lockers, mind you, and now that you have this soft spot looking in towards this wall, potentially Father's back can start looking for a push in, but it has cost him 2 lives so far.
Oh my gosh, heck of a flick by Apple, but it's not going to deliver anything except a little tickle to Valkyrie, as Zephyr will claim a life on metal stairs. But nonetheless, it is going to be MCS still in the lead here. Still have 2 remaining defenders for Father's back, but in hard destruction, not going to work out too well just yet. Kenshi to tack on, but Dustle will fall, and that's going to be it for round number 2 here as MCS takes the lead.
Much better, exactly as I said yesterday. Sometimes it can take 3, 4, 5 rounds to really start feeling each other out. And I feel for MCS in this round, I think he's trying to find the camera.
Yeah, as he will finally be able to break open a side area. And this is actually mimicking a little bit of play from Latam with these longer angles with Ash. Nesk usually setting up like that, and Kenchi's going to follow suit, as he will be able to take down Lion into land.
You've had Dusselbox and Apple here just hovering around upstairs as well, throwing down all the utility in the world, and there one comes through. Noah being brought down by Apple in this case, but Kenki's going to get one elsewhere across onto Rafal. You can see that Pulse is about to bleed out here as well. No way getting him back up. Kakatari finds another one. Kenki gets his second of the round. Everything's going Father's back way. A much different play style to the first 2 rounds so far, but they are being rewarded for it. Shinka down to about 75% of his HP. 2 members left here for MCES, and the aggression from Father's back slowly starting to start them out as they are tightening that vice grip on the side of MCES right now. That's slowed down temporarily, but with the final one going down, Kenki's going to find one onto Shinka with a trade coming through. That means it's all down to Nora here on his own to be able to abate 3 members of Father's back. You got to do with the gridlock as well. They know exactly where he is. They know where he's rotating away to. Holding that angle, we'll find one here. Can he clutch it out as he gets his second in the back of the round as well? The plant is down on site here, but got to deal with 2. Knows one's the other side of these servers. I think we're watched around the corner. Dusselbox is there. Brings down Nora, and a great round for Father's back. 3 different playstyles across all 3 rounds, it feels like here so far, Stokes.
This is truly impressive from Father's back. Once again, we have not. This round was more on an information basis, which they played to a T. You saw the amount of drone play that they had and different workings around. Is an extremely long angle is going to get taken up by Kakatari, but he's going to get shut down by Lion with the ACOG of the ult. A couple taps, doesn't matter, hit him in the head, and that's all she really wrote about that one. As Father's back once again will fall early.
The angle's always being held down by Lion here, which I just love. And it's definitely a variation and a risky variation. Admittedly peeking out here, knows where the gun is, finds the head. Kenki watching the wrong location. I think he was trying to watch towards security, knowing someone had been there previously. But Dusselbox, as every single round, is up here on the rappel, waiting and ready. Lion's gone a little bit quicker this time, man. It took about 1.5 minutes last time to remove him, and 2 men going down. We're in the same situation here where they have lost 2.
Entirely, even inside of stockroom, where you see those holes already made to stop anybody from planting inside of A. So that means if Dusselbox is able to get inside, someone is more than likely going to die, and it's not going to be in the explosive manner, it's going to be in the gun manner, and it doesn't even matter. He's walking straight in, he's already got the triple, he's trying to find the ace. The last two are remaining upstairs, trying to hold on to their pearls here, but not going to matter as Apple's going to assert dominance, but Zephyr's going to fight back. Diffuser hasn't started going down just yet. Do they know that he's upstairs? Where's the call? That Dusselbucks will fall as one still remaining here. Kinchi, excuse me, with 3 stun grenades still by his side and the diffuser. He's actually going to choose to rotate upstairs. Type 89 by his side. This gun's not the best in multiple gunfights, but he only needs it for one. He creeps up on the castle. Did Castle hear the barbed wire? No, he didn't.
No, he didn't.
Sneaky, steady, goes. Does he know he sees half wall? This is a dance right now back and forth. He knows exactly where he is, and Kinchi wins it out. Those moments are the ones. And we're going to have some steady goings here already at the beginning. His father's back, already knows exactly what they want. We might see Kakatari hit the bounce that Flynn and I were talking about earlier. He's going to go for it. Do they have an ADS? Made over, and no! Hell of a ricochet, and Nora's going to eat dirt after that one. A little bit of an explosive finish, but lying on the Jaeger. All right, I see it. Anyways, besides that point, Shinka's going to be up on top of the bookshelf inside of Archives. Goes for a quick shot, but doesn't really mean much. Kinchi's going to take a little bit of damage, but it's not going to matter as Lion will actually kill him from below in the hatch, not expecting someone down in the dumps to be taken out.
Just hanging
upstairs, and just hanging out is Thatcher, but a little bit more lifeless than
Why
before.
is it on board? We saw this earlier on today. Was it when the bandit was
when
killed,
he was
hanging
stuck in the
through?
wall?
Yeah, it was beautiful.
Yeah, it's fantastic. But nonetheless, we are going to see up against the wall as Rafael will be able to attack on. It's going to be Kenchi to fall next, and
Emerging names now.
yeah,
Kinchi and Kenki.
Kenchi, yeah, Kenki. Anyways, despite the fact, you gotta love Japanese names, man.
I do, man.
It's always the first cast with them where you're like, I actually just.
I believe their name actually in Japanese is父ノ背中as well, or something like that.
That's cool. Really cool. Despite that fact, though, we are going to have a hell of a shot from Kinchi here on the Habana. Rotates over. He's actually going to plant default, which is right behind that vending machine. Katara is going to hold things down from a soft wall, take one life out on the side of MCES as Thatcher is still hanging out. Kinchi trying to find a way out, a safe haven, if you will, as Shinka's trying to find a way, something upstairs as Rafal will be the next one to fall, and Shinka's going to have to try and pick up the pieces. Doesn't exactly know where the buck is. He's rotating down east stairs. Kakatari could possibly find this frag because he's already found 3. Punches a fan in order to try and, I have no idea, but he's going to try and trace that kill. Doesn't really work out for him, and it's going to be Kakatari all the way. As actually, we did have one down inside as well.
Beautiful stuff from Father's back so far, finding themselves now at 4-1.
Committed to leaving this armory lockers wall soft. It's found them some kills, but that's the danger of the Alda. It's literally a buzzsaw. It is so terrifying. Nora, though, on the other end of things, will be able to find Kenchi, and they still have that upside-down rappel of Dusselbox on the Thatcher out here on the west rappel, as well as the Buck. Kakatari trying to dedicate his life, possibly, as Apple will actually be able to find the kill.
But got to clock how many low health bars came through for MCES there as well. The Doctor's down to 25, Rafal and Lion were exactly the same story, and Shinka is going to go down as well, so they're down to 1 full health member in Zephyr, and 2 flashing health bars. 1 shot from a member of Father's back will down them and likely end up winning them this round if they can find those kills. I mean, how the rest of this game has been going so far, I would not be surprised to see that be the case.
I love how Father's back is throwing the attention of MCES as well, especially with that round right there, where they pressure CCTV, but then they immediately throw Apple in from the other end through break room to put more pressure and more than likely get a flank off. Very beautiful, but things are about to ramp up as Dusselbox is going to get extremely aggressive. Kakatari as well is all down to 4 as Raphael's trying to fight back, but it doesn't mean too much just yet. Still has 3 to find. Diffuser in hand. This is going to start to go down in the hands of Kakatari. Dusselbox is going to be holding things down from half wall. Oh, what a shot from Rafal, though, as he's trying to battle things back right now. 2 ACOGs he has to play into, possibly. He is going to challenge Mini Office. Top of metal, free fires through, makes a little bit of contact, but not enough to be fatal just yet. CCTV is going to be the play, but Kinchi going to be on the delivering end of things as Rafal will do as his namesake and fall.
Nice.
No, it's not. He's only going to get a view of the top of these stairs and a little bit of the balcony, but not enough to play off of just yet. Stun grenades going to be allocated for Nora, but once again, slow goings here for MCES, and I believe that their playstyle here is going to be, we're going to allow you to come to us, and we're just going to hold angles until you do so. Father's back playing into those cards.
Crazy was going to happen, it was going to happen, and now that it has done, we saw Dusselbox try and go for that run out. They know that that's probably over and done with. Now you're going to start seeing this pushing towards the building, and a nice nice angle from Lion. We'll find Kakatare through the framework in the wall there as well, but they know there's still more to come. And Kinchi has been chunked down to about 15 HP here as well. They've got the angle on him. I like this slow, methodical play from Lion. It is controlling the side of Father's back so far. They still find themselves 2 kills, and Rafale's going to find Kenki elsewhere. We're down into a 1 versus 3 situation, though, and it was all down to MCES's slow play style that really choked Father's back out here, and there's not too much they can do about it.
Well, we've seen this before. We might see it again, but last time it was a 1v4 with a smoke and the likes of Young, but this time it's going to be Apple with a Maestro. Is he going to be able to win it out? No, Zephyr will shut it down first thing. Takes quite a bit of damage, though, but we are going to have a little bit of a tech pause here, ladies and gentlemen, so it's going to be coming back to Dez and I for just a minute. We'll be hopping in. Also, high rate of fire weapons are that man's kryptonite. Bring an Ella, bring something that has an extremely high rate of fire, you break that shield like butter. Okay.
I was thinking about breaking shields, it's about breaking skulls now. Dusselbox will go down to Zephyr.
But so far, MCES has been doing their due diligence. As you can see, Dusselbox has already fallen. That was earlier with that little bit of a weird peek by him, but Kenki's going to be the one to find the initial frag here.
It does feel for Father's back like they're very keen to go for these peaks. You see everyone watching towards the outside doorways, almost trying to stop MCES from getting inside the building. But multiple times, equally in trade, potentially a scrap here on the top. That's going to be Rafale from across another hold, which is going to bring him down. I was going to say, this is what they keep on doing, is they keep on going for these peaks out. Oh my days, are you serious? Lion's going to pop around the corner and Kinchi's gone there. A bit of a, definitely a miss here, if not misinformation play by both sides, it feels, for the most part. But one thing that I've noticed for Father's back is they constantly keep going for these peaks onto the outside. MCES is saying, fine by us, we'll play on the rappel. We'll play far back from the windows. We'll just wait for you to come to us because we know you're impatient. We know you want these kills. And in this case, they're rewarded. But in several instances, MCES have been the ones coming out on top when it comes to these fights.
Yeah, I think we finally found a crack in Father's back armor and might be the reasoning as to why they're 5th inside of Japanese Pro League. And it might be the defensive side as they just tend to get impatient, but Apple's definitely not. Well, actually, no, he will be filling that role as impatience is actually going to best the rest of MCES. And hell of a shot there to end things off, and a 3K for Apple there in the last 15 seconds. Yeah, I mean, they're going to keep bringing the utility to try and shut down these rotates. But despite that, they still need somebody to possibly walk into them to get anything. But it's not going to matter anymore as Nomad's dead, does have 2 air jabs down, but they can avoid customs altogether. They really don't need it. And if somebody drops the hatch from CCTV, they can obviously see the glowing yellow dot at the top of the door. But Zephyr to battle back and Rafale as well.
Nice couple of trades coming in for MCES to give them the advantage once more. And about the air jabs again, I think the issue is that generally what you're seeing, and I mean, literally a minute ago, we saw that same angle being looked through there, straight in towards vents, and they were in the same position on the other side of the wall. Father's back aren't moving too much. They're playing relatively static, all things considered. This is exactly what Chaos spoke about. You open a window and a member's there waiting.
And he disco peeks the other door. Kinchi trying to get extremely aggressive, but Lion's going to read into it as Father's back has been showing that hand quite recently, especially in that last round. But going to pick up some quick Rook armor, but it's not going to matter as Lion's going to rip it apart and Apple's guts to shreds as Dusselbox is the last alive. He has 3 left to find after he has a quick spray down with Rafale, but upstairs is being held down, and Habana with the one to end it all, and MCES trying to battle back here on border.
Yeah, more of the same, and for Father's back, you're starting to read that playstyle now, and I started describing it then very briefly with the air
jabs again and try and make a safe haven inside of customs. I don't think she's going to attempt to, because last time she was torn apart from the hatch. Quick peek out from Apple, but he was not ready for Lion. He's going to get aggressive. He wins out both gunfights, actually, as Kinchi will also fall. Going to establish that long angle on that hard wall. So Kakatari could possibly claim a life here if he punches this and possibly finds it, but no, he's going to move up just in time. So that timing right there really getting to Kakatari.
And Lion in the last few rounds has been winning so many of these fights. But look up on the roof, look higher, and you might find someone's there. But no, it's going to be Castle instead, trying to sweep round. But once again, Zephyr is covering his teammates back. And it's a 5 versus 1. It might be called Father's back, but in this case, it's MCES back with a vengeance on their attacking half. Very weird to see him out go the other way around, but that was a flawless round for MCES. They take down every single member of Father's back without losing a single one of their own.
And again, it's just more or less.
They've completely abandoned security CCTV here and said, guys, just take it. We'll fight you when you come up. But again, they're peeking these angles time and time again. They're going for fights and losing it out.
How many different bodies are we going to have peek this exact same angle over and over again? Rafale's going to make sure Kenki knows it, but Kakatari will add on from underneath with an explosive finish. Kakatari will rotate up. He'll be able to get up Kinchi as well. So that means that they will have Rook. They'll still have an ACOG, but only 20 health left on that man. So he's going to be 1 shot equals 1 kill for anybody, but doesn't matter. He's going to take off Lion's head and definitely making it worth for that pickup.
of the rotates. That does force Father's back further in towards site, so it means that MCES can progress here, take over security, look to take over most of the south side of the building, but they're still got to worry about Kinchi, who so far has been holding down inside office for most of this round and has 2 kills to his name.
Wall, but we saw it previously. This Aldi can tear through literally anyone as he's going to take his initial gunfight here. Will he win them both? No, he downs one. Actually, no, he takes off his head, and Kakatar to add on is going to be all left up to Zephyr. He has to find something. It's 5 seconds left. I don't think he's going to be able to win it out. There's going to play by time, and it's Father's back for map number 1 here on Border.
The big one for me at the end.